This video is something you should not miss. Behind the scenes, things are going crazy. Ripple will win the SEC meeting once more. That could happen at any time. You're not ready. Experts say XRP could really go through the roof and hit $1,000 right after the trial ends, which makes things even more interesting. Doesn't it sound crazy? Take it one step at a time. Oh no, Benny. This is the end of the long-running court battle between Ripple Labs and Dash. The SEC is now going into what might be its last phase. A lot of money in the future of XRP are at stake, so it couldn't be more important. The court has set August 15 as a very important date for the SEC to make its case against Ripple known to the appellate court. A lot of people believe this could be the moment that ends one of the most important cases in crypto history, even though it may not seem important at first. A U.S. court said in 2023 that XRP is not a security when it is sold on the open market. This was a small legal win for Ripple. Everyone in the crypto world was happy with this move, not just those who owned XRP. They thought it was good for new ideas that aren't centered, but it was still not clear how to classify XRP and how to let institutions sell it. The law is still not clear about this, so US regulators are still not sure if the project is allowed. Mark Fagel, who used to work as a lawyer for the SEC, told them what they should do next. In a social media post, he said that the upcoming date doesn't mean that the case will be decided or thrown out, but that the SEC is likely to drop its case. Make an appeal. In a tweet, CoinGape said that Fagel believes that both Ripple and the SEC will drop their cases by August 15th. This would allow for a final deal to be made. These events would not only solve Ripple's problems, but they might also set a new standard for how digital assets are handled in the US. People who use XRP are getting more and more excited. Someone wrote, "Get ready for the end of the SEC versus Ripple case," and John Squire said exactly what everyone was thinking. The SEC and Ripple are almost done with their fight. Billionaires will be at risk, and people will have to wait years. The decision they make could change the future of XRP and the whole crypto business. This case is no longer just about Ripple. Making rules for coins in the US has turned into a proxy war. It's also a test of how far the SEC can go with its power in a place where people who want better rules for blockchain innovation can come together. What happens next might change how crypto companies handle their relationship with financial officials, how they release tokens, and how they set up sales. There would be changes for everyone if there was a deal. Other projects that have been held up in court could also see changes. It's also possible that Ripple will have a unique chance to grow as global markets move toward better rules for digital assets. If legal problems in the US are fixed, XRP could be a key part of the next step of financial change. More and more people around the world are using blockchain-based banking solutions. At the same time, the 15th of August seems to be the day that everyone in the crypto world is holding their breath. It's very important what will happen. This could be the time when Ripple, XRP, and a business that needs a solution finally get the answer they've been waiting for years. Okay. Crypto experts are making even more explosive claims about the case between Ripple and the SEC, just when you thought it couldn't get any hotter. Some people believe that strict new rules are going to be put in place soon. Some people think that XRP could really take off once the legal issues are over. Let me tell you something that might blow your mind right now. A lot of crypto Twitter users, including Maxi, said the same thing. Today, XRP will go crazy. XRP Dragon even went so far as to say that XRP will reach $1,000. Before you read Bale's take on it, that might sound crazy. XRP could be worth more than $3,000. That seemed like the most an XRP could be worth. But Finance Bro and Ripple Eagle say it could go up to $10,000. At first glance, this set of numbers doesn't make sense. But if you look closer, you'll see that even the craziest claims are based on the risky math that crypto buyers love and sometimes fear. It's a simple idea, a low price, and a lot of hope. That's exactly why Common Sense Crypto did a big study not long ago. The expert wrote that in a few years, $1,000 invested in XRP could be worth as much as $50,000. He said that the same amount of money would only earn $1,300 to $1,500 back if it was put into Bitcoin. He said that what matters is the likely growth, not the price right now. People who use XRP have believed this story for a long time. To prove his point, Eduardo Fina, founder of Alpha Lions Academy, showed that XRP went from 50 cents to over $3 in just 2 days. Months, which is a gain of almost 600. Bitcoin went from $68,000 to $112,000 in the same amount of time. That is a good gain, but it's only 64% of that. Fina broke it down into simple words. It is now worth $340,000 if you had invested $50,000 in XRP during that rise. It's made a lot of people wonder if XRP could hit $50,000 or more on an investment of $1,000. Bitcoin is worth only about $82,000. Today, XRP would have to go up just under $32 in order to make $10,000. It needs to go over $59 to reach $50,000. That means XRP is worth almost $9.5 trillion on the market as a whole, which is more than most global tech companies and about the same as a country's GDP. Some critics, like Justin Windheim, have said that the idea is not possible. They say that XRP has done well in the past, but XRP hasn't gotten to its all-time high of almost 40 yet. But Bitcoin's all-time high has grown by more than 2 times. Even though there's a lot of talk about it, it's not worth $1 trillion yet because institutions haven't switched to it. They say that XRP could reach $50,000, but not until around 2035. This is a less optimistic forecast. The $150 bills might not come out until the 2040s if they ever do. Those who want to dream can still do so. A lot of important people like Dustin Liddon keep talking about how $50,000 worth of XRP could be worth in 2025. But let's go back. Even though XRP hasn't reached 150 yet, that doesn't mean it won't go up in value. Being lower at the start gives it more power during a rising market. There's also a good chance for a short-term rise since the Ripple versus SEC case could be over soon. But for buyers, it's not about following news stories or tweets that get a lot of attention. The point is to find a balance between hope and fear. Going into a new phase, Ripple's XRP could finally reach the goal that its backers have had for years, becoming the main way that people send and receive money around the world. That dream is starting to look less like a dream and more like something that needs to happen thanks to PayPal. A very important new tool was just added to PayPal. Stores in the US can now accept crypto payments like XRP thanks to a service called Pay with Crypto. It's not just another way to pay online. It's a direct attempt to fix 2 big issues that have been preventing trade around the world for many years. Cross-border payments take a long time and cost a lot. You can be sure that XRP was created to address these issues. The way things are going here has no hope. The CEO of PayPal, Alex Chris, said that the goal is to make it easy for all kinds of businesses to pay for things around the world. PayPal's own stablecoin will be used to settle crypto payments like XRP right away, and the transaction will be paid in US dollars. With this, you can avoid the red tape, long wait times, and cross-border fees of up to 6% that come with using a regular bank. In the first year, stores will only have to pay 0.99%. A huge 90% of those costs have been cut. That's only the beginning. You can give and receive Bitcoin with wallets from well-known companies like Coinbase, Binance, OKX, Kraken, and MetaMask. Get XRP. The fact that XRP is listed on so many sites is not a small thing. It shows that official gray is more likely to be true.